is Royal FM News.
The time is 6 o'clock. Broadcasting live from the International Media Center, Ilorin, Kwara State, Nigeria. Good evening and many thanks for staying with us on RoyalFm951 Ilorin. Here's the news around the globe. First, the headlines. Dangote Refinery. President Buhari calls for collaboration between African countries. Describe Dangote Refinery game changer for Nigerian economy. Supreme Court to deliver verdict in PDP suit against Tinubu Shetima May 26. Federal government empowers, trains 40 farmers against flood impact in Kwara. And on the foreign scene, Ukraine war, Wagner chief vows to hand Bakhmut to Russian army by June. And in business news, Dangote Refinery's first product will hit market by end of July, says Aliko Dangote. In entertainment news, stop talking about my marriage, Ani Dibia pleads with Nigerians. And in the world of sports, Laden Boso assures Flying Eagles will work on scoring ability. You're listening to RoyalFM 95.1 Ilorin. Enjoy good radio, RoyalFM 95.1 wherever you are by downloading the RoyalFM app on Google Play Store. You can also listen to us by visiting the RoyalFM website at www.royalfm.net. I am Omonike Babatunde. Join us for details of these stories after the short break. You're welcome back. Now the news in detail. President Muhammadu Buhari on Monday inaugurated Dangote Petroleum Refinery in Ibejuleke, Lagos, which is expected to enable Nigeria to achieve self-sufficiency in refined products and even have surplus for export. Speaking at the occasion attended by heads of states from Ghana, Togo, Niger, Senegal, and a representative of the President of Chad, the President described the feat as a significant milestone for Nigeria's economy and a game changer for the downstream petroleum product market in the entire African region. The President, who commended Alhaji Aliko Dangote's leadership in executing the 650,000 barrels per day refinery, urged other entrepreneurs to emulate his example in driving economic growth and realizing Nigeria's economic potential. He stressed the need for African countries to come together, integrate their economies, eliminate trade barriers, and rally their population to achieve Agenda 2063 for the continent's prosperity.
I urge and encourage our other great entrepreneurs to emulate this iconic Nigerian industrialist and join the government in accelerating our growth in order to realize our country's globally recognized economic potential. To achieve the goals of Agenda 2063, Africa must come together. We must integrate our economies, eliminate barriers to trade, and energize our youthful population to scale up our productive capacity. We must create necessary conditions for our private sector to grow and partner with the public sector to accelerate economic growth across the continent. We must not allow outside powers to use some of our leaders to destabilize our economic and political trajectory.
Still on local news, the Supreme Court has fixed May 26 for the judgment delivery in a case by the People's Democratic Party praying for the disqualification of the President-elect Bola Tinubu and Kashim Shettima, the Vice President-elect. Also, the party implored the court to reverse the Court of Appeal judgment led by Justice James Abundaga, which held that party failed to establish its local standing. The Kwara State Agricultural Development Project Office Aquadop has again trained and empowered 40 farmers and field extension agents with agricultural tools and starter pack input for effective modern farming practices. The training, which was organized by the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development, FMARD, through the Federal Department of Agricultural Extension Services in partnership with the Kwara State Government, is to enlighten the farmers and extension officers on climatic resilient practices in maize production. The representative of the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development, Mrs. Rahim Adejoke, said the training was organized to empower youth, women, and some extension agents, and to also prepare them against flood as predicted by Nigerian meteorological agents, name it.
The aim of this training is to empower the youth and women and some extension agents on how to get prepared for the flood. Because last year we discovered that part of Nigeria were washed away. Washed away by flood. Life were lost, buildings were perished, farmland were washed away. So because of that, in order to prevent that and to prevent our farmer from losing their capital, their money, so that is why we organize this training, to prepare them for this year rainy season, so that they will know what to do to prevent their crop and their property from being washed away by flood.
While speaking at the training workshop, the State Commissioner for Agriculture and Rural Development, Malam Gidadu Abdulatif, represented by the Director of Agricultural Services, Malam Al-Hassan Kabir Mohammed, said the present administration is prioritizing empowerment of farmers to enhance their efficiency via capacity building in order to make them self-sufficient in providing for their needs. The presiding pastor, Royal Covenant Assembly, Robert Christian Ministry International Pastor Dr. Bola Baimo has charged churches to always emphasize Calvary in their preachings. Speaking at the end of the 2023 annual convention of the church held in Ilorin, Pastor Bola Baimo expressed satisfaction over the increasing rate of crimes in the society, attributing it to lack of fear of God among the people. Bola Baimo mentioned that the theme for this year's convention of the church is Calvary verdict. Noted failure of churches to preach Calvary is also responsible for the crime and social vices in the society. In an interview with newsmen, a member of the church, Deacon Adewoye Elijah Oluseso, averred that any man with Calvary has everything in the world and anyone without Calvary has nothing. The Oluawo of Enrile Chief Awoyemi Habimbola has said the oracle would be allowed to select the right person that would succeed the late Elenrile of Enrile, late Oba Abdukaniu Ajibola Olusoku, while promising that whosoever is selected by the oracle will be announced by the Kingmaker. Chief Awoyemi Habimbola mentioned that the process will be transparent and interests of all the people and the community will be represented, especially those interested in occupying the position of the Elenrile of Enrile. Speaking in Enrile, Chief Abimbola, who is also the RS for African traditional religion in Nigeria, showed that he would not be biased in the process of choosing whoever will succeed late Elenrile of Enrile, late Oba Abdukaniu Olusoku. He described the death of Abdukaniu Ajibola as the monumental loss to Kwarans and the entire nation, considering his fatherly roles to the people and the nation at large. The news is reaching you from RoyalFm951 in Norway. We'll take a break now. When we return, we'll bring you the foreign news, business news, as well as news from the world of sport. Please stay with us.
Your family needs you. Nigeria needs you. Drive safe and carefully. Your life is precious.
This message is reaching you from Royal FM 95.1 Ilorin.
Broadcasting live from the International Media Center in Orinkwara State, Nigeria. The news around the globe continues. And moving on to the foreign scene, the founder of Wagner Mercenary Group, Yevgeny Prigozhin, has vowed to start the transfer of control of Ukrainian city of Bakhmut to the Russian army. Yevgeny added that the Wagner Group will start vacating the city from May 25 till the transfer is complete. Our correspondent, Yinka Dankazim, has the details.
Good evening and welcome to RoyalFm951 News. The head of Russia's Wagner Mercenary Group has vowed to transfer control of the Ukrainian city of Bakhmut to Russian army by June 1. Wagner founder Prigozhin claimed to have captured Bakhmut over the weekend, but Kyiv says it will still control parts of the city, adding that its troops are still advancing on the outskirts of Bakhmut. But Prigozhin, while speaking in an audio recording, said his troops will start handing over the city to the Russian army on Thursday. He added that Wagner had set up defense lines on the west of the city ahead of the transfer. Meanwhile, Ukraine's Deputy Defense Minister Anna Malia retaliated that its forces still have a small foothold inside the city and are advancing on the outskirts, adding that the intensity of their movement has reduced. That's it on Foreign News this evening. I am Olayinka Dankazim.
Thank you so much, Olayinka Dankazim. And that ends our foreign news. Up ahead is our business news.
This is Royal FM Business News.
In business news, following the inauguration of the Dangote refinery on Monday by President Muhammadu Buhari, Aliko Dangote has revealed that the first products of the refinery will hit the market by the end of July. Our business correspondent, Dayo Adeyemi, brings the details.
Thank you, Omonike. Good evening and welcome to RoyalFM's Business Update. Founder, Chairman and CEO of the Dangote Group, Aliko Dangote, says the first product of the Dangote Petroleum Refinery and Petrochemicals will be in the market before the end of July, beginning of August this year. The president of Dangote Industries Limited stated these while giving the welcome address at the inauguration of the 650,000 barrels per day refinery in Lagos on Monday. He added that the first goal of the Dangote's refinery is to ramp up production of the various products to ensure that within this year they are able to fully satisfy the demand of Nigeria. According to him, the accomplishment is to enable Nigeria to eliminate what he described as a tragedy of import dependency and stop once and for all toxic substandard petroleum products from being dumped in Nigeria's markets.
Once our plant is fully commissioned and it is on stream, we expect that at least 40% of the capacity will be available for export, and this will result in significant foreign exchange earning into the country.
And that's all on our business update. I am Dayo Adeyemi. The news continues shortly.
Thank you so much, Dayo Adeyemi. That ends our business news. Up ahead is our entertainment news.
This is Royal FM Entertainment News.
In our entertainment update today, Hani Macaulay Idibia, the wife of famous musician Two-Face Idibia, has pleaded with her critics to stop criticizing her marriage with the musician. Let's join Philip Oluide for more details.
Good evening and welcome to our entertainment news. Nollywood actress Annie Macaulay Idibia has again asked Nigerians to stop scrutinizing her marriage. While speaking at an episode of the Young, Famous and African show, the mother of two begged critics to let her family be and stop critiquing her union. Annie further pleaded with Nigerians to give her marriage a break from all the hate.
Stop, just stop. Give my marriage a break. Because you guys are busy hoping or praying that something is wrong with my marriage. And you just want me to tell you, oh, innocent messed up. I don't even know who my friend is anymore.
In reaction, Annie's husband, Two-Face, addressed the rumors and scandals surrounding his adultery and how his wife has remained faithful to him despite the circumstances. Two-Face confessed that Annie's devotion to him is terrifying. He added that he's doing everything he can to make their relationship work for the long term. Well, that's it on entertainment. My name is Philip Oluide. Omonike, it's back to you.
Thank you so much, Philip. And that ends our entertainment news. Up ahead is our sports news. Please stay with us.
This is Royal FM Sports News.
In the world of sport today, after a slim 2-1 victory over debutant Dominican Republic on Sunday, Flying Eagles coach Laden Boso has assured Nigerians that the team will improve their scoring ability in subsequent games. Our sports correspondent Adeyemi Adewale has the details.
Thank you, Omonike. Good evening and welcome to RoyalFm Sport Update. My name is Adeyemi Adewale. Flying Eagles coach Laden Boso has assured that the team will work on their scoring ability ahead of Wednesday's clash against Italy in the ongoing 2023 Under-20 World Cup. Nigeria won their opening game of the tournament but had to do it the hard way as they come from behind to secure a 2-1 victory over Dominican Republic on Sunday. Ahead of the Wednesday's game against an Italian side that defeated five-time champion Brazil 3-2 in their opening game, Boso said the Flying Eagles must work on their finishing before they face the young Azzurri. Wednesday's game will be held at the Estadio Malvinas Argentinas Mendoza, while the Flying Eagles need a point from the game to skate through to the round of 16. With that, we've come to the end of the sports update. My name is Adeyemi Adewale. The news continues shortly.
Thank you so much, Adeyemi Adewale. And that ends our sport update. In our soundbite this evening, former Deputy National Chairman of Labour Party Callisto Zokafo declares himself acting National Chairman, urges Aburi and Lamidi to stop parading themselves as chairman.
I, as the authentic National Chairman of Labour Party, being the man who is former Deputy National Chairman and now acting National Chairman, the only authentic, every other one is fake. Abure is fake. Lamidu Apapa is fake because Lamidu cannot emerge in illegality. Lamidu emergence would have been better if there was no consent judgment, if there was no Callisto Zokafo existing. Lamidu will emerge. But as long as Callisto Zokafo exists, as long as the consent judgment exists, Abure is illegal. Abure is not a chairman.
And that was a soundbite of the day where former Deputy National Chairman of Labour Party Callisto Zokafo declares himself acting National Chairman, urges Aburi and Lamidi to stop parading themselves as chairman. Before we end today's news around the globe, here again are the highlights of the news as brought to you. Dangote Refinery. President Buhari calls for collaboration between African countries, described Dangote Refinery game changer for Nigeria's economy. Supreme Court to deliver verdict in PDP suit against Tinubu Shetima May 26. Federal government empowers, trains 40 farmers against flood impact inquiry. And on the foreign scene, Ukraine war, Wagner chief vows to hand Bakhmut to Russian army by June. In business news, Dangote Refinery's first product will hit market by end of July, says Aliko Dangote. In entertainment news, stop talking about my marriage. Annie Divya pleads with Nigerians. And in the world of sports, Laden Boso assures Flying Eagles will work on scoring ability. With that, we've come to the end of today's news around the globe. It was compiled by Abayomi Oderemi and edited by Dada Oluwabamiche. For your comments, observation, and information regarding unfolding events around you, Aliko RoyalFm Newsroom on 0805 0999 968. I am Omonike Babatunde. Good evening.